Welcome back to another Full Sun Entertainment video. Today we're working on my 2009 Harley Davidson Dyna Fat Bomb. I've been wanting to do this build for a while, and I finally pieced the money together to buy all the parts, and they're finally all in. So today Hunter and I are going to tackle the project of switching everything out on this bike. And I'm going to start by showing you guys my West Coast Tbars 14-inch MX style T-bars. I think these are going to be pretty sick on the bike. And I went all stainless cables. I have grade 9 bolts from West Coast Customs, or no, West Coast Tbars, I'm sorry. Then I have polyurethane bushings from them as well. I have a Saddleman thumb screw for my seat. I went ahead and picked up some Road Rider Industries 6Z LED turn signals. So I think those are gonna be sick. I also got the smoke lenses from them as well, and I threw them on the bike the other day. I think they look pretty sick. And for grips, I went ahead and got these Biltwell Alumicore grips. They're diamond stitched, and I think they'll match well with the seat that I picked up. And so I went ahead and got a Saddleman San Diego Customs collab seat. I think that's gonna be sick. Got the gel tech inserts for my ass, so that's gonna be awesome. And I think we'll go ahead and swap the seat out, and then it's hot as balls here today, so we're gonna come back in a few hours when it cools down and start working on it, because it's like 95 and humid. We've been out here for only 20 minutes and we're just drenched in sweat already. Sup thickums, we're gonna slap this seat on real quick. I'm assuming most of you guys figure out how to change a seat, so we're just gonna cut to it and this seat's gonna be done. Alright, so we removed a couple Allens, flipped the metal bar around, put them back in, slapped this seat on. I'm sure y'all can figure that out. I'm pretty pumped with how this seat looks. I've been waiting for this seat for a while, so I'm very excited for it. But I'm really excited to throw my new bars, grips, and cables on as well. But it's stupid hot, like I said earlier, so we ain't doing this shit now. We're coming back later. It's later in the day now, and it's not stupid hot anymore. So we are getting ready to swap these bars out, and along with swapping bars, I'm going to be putting new grips on and changing all the cables on my bike, because I got 14-inch MX style T-bars, so I had to go +8 on all my cables over stock length. So I guess we're going to get right into it. So when you guys are taking this off, if you ever do this on your bike, make sure you don't lose these little clevises, or whatever you want to call them, because I've dropped them and they are hard to find once you drop them. But see if I can't get this one too. Sweet. So now my throttle and idle cable are disconnected. So to remove the throttle and idle cable, I have to remove the air cleaner and the air cleaner housing to get down into the throttle body to disconnect the cables there. I believe I'm also going to have to raise my tank up a little bit to be able to get in there and snip some of these zip ties, and then have to keep it raised for when I put the new cables in on this. Nice, rip your phone, dude. That's crusty. we took the throttle off and we disconnected the throttle, the idle, and the front brake lines and cables. We also disconnected the clutch cable from the perch. And now I have to cut this grip off because it is glued on, and I bought some aluminum lock-on ones. So.
Wait, do you have to take them off since you're taking the bar off? Or you change the bars?
I guess I could leave them out for now.
Or do you want to cut it for fun?
I kind of want to cut it for fun. That was easy enough. Alright, so it got pretty late over here, and I've been fighting with getting these wires D-pinned out the connector. I finally figured out how to do it, and I ran the cables out of the bars, so now it's time to unbolt the bars and throw on the new ones, which I'm pretty excited about. I sound down right now. I'm tired and frustrated because of that wiring harness, but I'm gonna try and forget about that for a minute and get excited about throwing these new MX style T-bars on this boy and seeing what she looks like. I finally get to take my old chrome bars off. I've been wanting to do this pretty much since the day I bought the bike, roughly over a year ago. I'm very excited to put these on. I'm tired, but I'm definitely excited. And I'm gonna go ahead. Can't get these bolts off here. I bought new grade 9 bolts for these bars. I also have polyurethane bushings, but I found out that possibly I might not be able to run them because the triple tree isn't recessed enough for some polyurethane bushing styles, and I think it's gonna be just like a fat bob thing, but I don't know. I'm hoping I can use them, but if not, I guess these stock ones are decent enough. I haven't had any problems with them, but I know some people have had them go out, and it sucks having wobbly bars, and I really don't want to do that, especially since now I'm going up to 14 inches. So I'm gonna have more leverage up top, like if I'm gonna hit a bump or something, and when I'm pulling back on the bars. So I hope that it doesn't wear out these bushings, or actually I hope that the polyurethane bushings fit. Let's see if polyurethane bushings will fit in this bike. These look to be identical, so hopefully they'll work. So I'm about to cut them open and can't return them after they're open. So far they seem to fit. I'm be pumped. These actually fit. So many people have told me they won't. I just got done running fishing line through these bars so I can be able to pull the wire harness through. All I did was I took a small screw, tied it to the end of the fishing line, dropped it down the hole, shimmied the bars around, and then pulled it out the other hole. Pretty simple, and it, fingers crossed, will work and be able to pull my bars. Pull the cables, just right up through the bars. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach these bars to the triples, and then I'm going to try and run the cables through the bars. So my cables made it all the way through. I'm pretty pumped for that. I'll be able to get them out of this hole, no problem. But I'm pumped that this harness is finally through. Holy shit, that was irritating. That was hard because, well, it was hard because it's my first time doing it and I didn't really know which way I wanted to go about doing it. Damn! It's like 1:30 in the morning and I am happy that I got this done. Well, this one side at least. We'll try and tackle the other tonight. Okay, so I fed my wire harness all the way through the bars, dropped the triples. Now I'm taking off this housing to start mounting my left side back up, just so this isn't dangling here. Alright, so I gave up around 2:30 in the morning last night, so I'm back the next night. I was busy today, didn't get to work on this, but it's about 8 o'clock right now, so this is the spare time I have, so I'm going to try and get as much of this bike put back together as possible today. I'm excited to install the new brake lines and the new clutch cable. I think it's the, and throttle and idle cable. I think they're going to be sweet. I got stainless steel braided cables, and I think they're going to pop on this bike, and I think it's going to, tie into the whole scheme of this bike. I think it'll look sick. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on this bike. Last night I left off with putting on the throttle and idle cable. I also attached the front brake lines and the clutch cable. I rebuilt the throttle body housing and put the air cleaner on, and I also had to drain my trans fluid to disconnect the clutch cable. So we just got back from Motor City Harley and I picked up some Bel-Ray V-twin trans oil. So we're going to fill the trans, and fingers crossed I didn't screw anything up here. It's a moment of truth. I just went inside, grabbed my key, and all the lights seem to be functioning properly, but just want to make sure everything's on and connected, and make sure she still runs. I did it. I just took this thing around the block and I am pumped with how it feels. It's super comfy. I was worried about this throttle and idle cable having too much pull on it and it being too short, but I can go lock to lock just fine. The throttle doesn't spike or anything, so we're solid there. Clutch works fine, so I can't be any more happier with how this turned out. I still need to pick up a load resistor so I can run my LED running lights / turn signals, but besides that, this bike is, everything I wanted it to be since the day I bought it. So I'm really pumped on how this turned out, and I'm glad I didn't run into any major issues along the way. So if you guys want to stay tuned with what we're doing over here, make sure you follow our Instagram at Full Center Entertainment, and also like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Talk to us, ask us questions. We're always on our phones seeing the notifications. So we'll catch you on the next one.